So the subject of this video is going to be, was this person a real friend, or was it a wolf in sheep's clothing? Was it just me that was considering them a friend or not? Okay. For the benefit of the privacy, we're going to consider this person as Exhibit A. A few years back, Exhibit A and I did a business. I'm not going to go into detail on the business dealings and everything. However, currently that business is done at this moment. But what was left of the business was some debt. With that debt, Exhibit A had some issues of, some things wasn't just going right in their favor sometimes. What I mean is maybe, work was here and there, kind of everywhere. With the business debt, that was, let's just call it a sum of $28,000. With that being said, I was taking care of those debts. They made a first attempt to talk to me about it. They said they were going to pay me, help with it. Maybe not paying all of it as they could, or not even paying maybe, the minimum, but they were helping, contributing. This is a friend of mine. I'm thinking this is a close friend. This person is close to me. After a while, they kind of fall off. They stop paying. They don't say anything. It's just like there's no communication about it. Later, they started back. I said something back one day. Got into a disagreement about it, and sometimes when getting into disagreements about them with this person, they paint me as a villain. I'm the worst person. I am. Oh, it's the way I talk to you. It's the way I say it. That used to bother me because I'm truly a genuinely nice person. You're my friend. I'm nice. However, when it comes to a debt or something, I think sometimes we anticipate, it needs to be this nice way, or it has to be this certain way. If I'm not paying my bills on time, someone is going to say something to me, the people that I owe the money to, right? So if I'm owing American Express money, they're not fixing to be nice to me. Now, I'm not saying I'm not nice. What I'm saying is I was painted to be a villain in their story. I'm a big component of communication. And all I asked was the person communicate to me. This person was a friend. I thought this person was a friend. This person can tend to sometimes be very passive aggressive with things. So let me get you to understand some of it. Recently, I think I said something to this person like, maybe I should have been surface level with you. They said something that I didn't think warranted the response that I said. I said something, their response, I was like, huh? How did you come up with that? But nevertheless. And so I said, maybe I should have been just surface level with you and blah, blah, blah. I'm sure they took offense to it. Every sign in the book shows they started reverting back to like they normally do, which was giving you a silent treatment. They would only say something if you reached out. And I'm like, your true friends don't do that. And it gave me time this week to sit and think, is that really my friend? Or was I just a person of convenience? Was I just a person who could help you in the time of need? What was it? And I no longer asking that question when I already know the answer. I had to take my own advice that I would give any other friend of mine if they came to me with a very similar story. Lay it out. Okay. I'm going to go back to you. A year ago, this person and I had a conversation about this debt. Okay? And their goal was to start helping pay for it. Okay? So I'm going to go. Let's see. Let's see. Hello?
Like sleepy.
No, I'm recording my video, so I'm gonna call you back, okay?
Okay.
Alright. So, hold on one moment. So I am gonna go in and I'm gonna show you. We had a conversation. They started sending me payments of what the amount they said they were gonna send. The first payment was received October 16th. Got it. I'm confused. Okay. The first payment was October 16th. Okay? We're gonna go to November. Payment in November was received. Let's go to December. Nothing in December. Now, this person says, I'm a man of my word. They are big on their word, their bond, and all this kind of stuff. So, mind you, we are at October and November, because the conversation was had at the ending of September. I wanted to see how we do. This person is big on loyalty. This person is big on trusting your word, and your bond is your word in this here. Remember, they told me that in December, I guess something happened, and I understand things with work and stuff happens. And with that being said, I understand life happens. Things in life happen. People are human. Everything doesn't go as planned. So I'm not negating that. They did communicate and say, oh, in January, I will give you December's in January. We're going to go to January. And in January, I receive payment for January. Okay. That was January. It's February. Let's see about February. I received payment in February. We've skipped December now. Let's go to March. I received payment in March. Okay? So we're now October, November, January, February, March. Let's go to April. I received payment in April. So now we are 6 months in. Okay? Let's go to May. I received payment in May. Okay? So we're 7 months in. All right. Let's go to June. Nothing in June. Let's go to July. Nothing in July. Let's go to August. Nothing in August. Let's go to September. Nothing in September. October. Nothing in October. So of the 12 months, we communicated in December. Okay? But when we got to June, or July, whenever it was, we stopped talking. There was no talk about it or nothing. During this process, at some point, this person has purchased something that Of course, they want it. They tend to like to buy certain items. I'm not gonna name that item. That's between them and I. But I had to sit and think to myself, was this a friend? If I couldn't have paid this debt or can't pay this debt on my own, would they care the fact that it could mess up my credit? They never mention anything to me about it. They never say anything to me about it. I kind of listen, I kind of wait. So out of 12 months, they went 7 months and did something. And you know, it's like, what friend do you classify that as? What kind of friend is this? Most people I know, if I would tell, I would be like, you know, that's not a friend. No friend is going to not ignore that. You know it's there. It's a weight that I've always talked about that I don't like. Yet they disregard me. And when I feel like I will go above and beyond for people, and this person is one of my close circles, well, they were one of my close circles, and I'm a big component of communicating. I wanted to have the conversation with them, but it only goes so far. They're going to paint you as the villain. Recently, I asked them a question, and I'm going to read you the question I asked. Let's see, let me find the text. I said, do you think I've been a good friend to you? If not, or if there are any room for improvements based on our relationship, I'd like to know. I'm open to hearing what you feel might have been missing or where I could have shown up better. Now me, I feel like I'm a diehard friend. Like, I'm a ride or die with you. I'm a bend over backwards for you. The person says, you're a good person, and I know your heart means well, but sometimes your mouth and how you speak to people causes more damage than you realize. I've told you before, it's not always what you say, it's how you say it. The way you handle people reflects your character. There have been times I've been disappointed, mainly because you don't take accountability when you're wrong. And that's disheartening. Telling me I live in a fairy tale or dismissing my care as unrealistic isn't needed. Sometimes people are just showing genuine concern. You don't have to change who you are, but you do need to be mindful of how you respond to others. Not everyone's built with the same level of toughness, and words can cut deeper than you think. Humble yourself, or life will find a way to do it for you. Now, I have an issue with this. Every time I've asked this person to tell me when I did something or what did I say, it's usually in relation to me not agreeing with what they may say. It's usually I went against the grain. Now, I don't have a bunch of yes men around me. So with that being said, it's like, okay, I don't have a bunch of yes men around me, so I don't have a bunch of friends that just say, oh yes, Ronnie, you're right, you're right, you're right. I do feel like this person sometimes want only yes people around them, or if not, you have definitely got to sweeten up the blow to them. So if I tell this person, that's a fairy tale, you're living in a fairy tale, that's my true opinion of it. And if it sounds like unicorns and rainbows, baby, that's just what it sounds like. But with that, this person will paint me as the bad person. I will be painted as a bad. Now, 99.9999% of my friends, when I ask them this question, you're a great person. You're going to give me sound advice. You're going to tell me when I'm wrong or when I'm right. You're not going to just go with what I say. You're literally going to challenge me to think. This is what the consistency of. This is a consistent basis of answers. This one person says, I do more damage. Now, mind you, this person, oh, I'm gangster, and I'm this, and I'm hood, and I'm that. And nothing wrong with that. And I've always said, if you need me to be softer, let me know. Oh no, don't. I want you to be real. When I'm real, then it's I'm wrong. I'm not holding myself accountable. Now when I asked them, well, what did I do to not hold myself accountable? You think I got a response? You think they can give you any type of response on what you're doing? Absolutely not. They can't tell you anything that you did. They can't tell you when you did it. Versus me, I'm going to tell you right in the moment. This is what you did. This is what I feel. This is how I feel. I'm going to give you the examples. Probably because I'm going to write it down. Or I'm going to keep note of it. And I'll be able to tell you time and dates and when. They can't do that. It's hard to improve if I don't know what I'm improving from. Most of the time I'm improving from, basically, your ego is hurt. Your pride or your ego is hurt. And you might be doing something that I disagree with. But when you ask me, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. What else? This next part I find very funny. I believe, because this person has a lot of the time always saying, humble yourself or life will humble it for you. I'm going to be honest with you. I believe this person would love to see life fall for me. I don't feel like they have my best interest when I really think about it, because they love to say humble yourself. If I'm giving someone my true opinion about something, there is nothing unhumbling about me telling the truth. I'm literally just going based on what I know, based on what you tell me, and I'm telling you the truth. How did that become where I'm now this unhumble person? It goes back to thinking like, yes, this debt that I have with accumulated by them, with a lot with them, they feel you have the money, you can do it. And while I may have certain material things, or I may make a little bit, or I may do okay for myself, this person never offers, hey, let me give you $1. Hey, let me give you $20 on that. Hey, let me give you $10. And so I really had to sit down and digest to myself, is this a friend? Is it a friend when I have to get the silent treatment because I'm telling the truth? Or the opinion that let's just say you don't feel like it's the truth. My opinion that you asked for didn't go your way. Why do I need a silent treatment? Why do I need to feel like I'm getting the cold shoulder? Or the passive aggressiveness, the cold shoulder? Or what else is it? Or they're going to play with their read receipts. People who turn on read, I'm like, are we children in elementary school? Or they'll say something to you in a text, and then they will turn and put their do not disturb on. Now, mind you, sure, they're sitting there with their phone in their hand, but they're going to put you on do not disturb. Like, I'm like, where on God's green earth of the immaturity of people? And so I had to sit down with myself this week, and, sitting with my therapist and talking with them, and just really, really honing in on some people around me and what I don't want in my life. And I'm going to finish this vlog out really quickly, but really just, is that my friend? A friend would communicate to you. A friend would have a conversation with you. A friend would not treat you the way this do. I don't have any issues with other friends. I have lost in my lifetime, as of now, this is the first one I'm having to walk away from. I'm not communicating about it. You know what you do. I mean, it's pointless. It's like beating a dead horse. They're just not a man of their word, and I had to understand and respect it. The other person, I told them how they made me feel. They stopped talking to me. Now, they did wish me happy birthday, but for whatever the reason, they stopped talking to me. And I'm like, how do you be friends with someone, and if I can't tell you when you're wrong or when you've made me feel this way? Why do I need to not tell you? I have had no friends that I can like, oh, I don't like when you did this. Like, let's have a conversation about that. Like, I'm a genuine person, but I think that this was a one-sided friendship that I did not want to come to terms with. And while my heart is big, some people you gotta just let them go. You know your heart was big. You know you was pure. You come from a genuine place. My heart is big. Out of both of my parents, I know I get my big heart from my mother. She is going to be one that's going, oh, well, you should do it this way because God is going to show you this way. But sometimes I have to tell her too, baby, I can't be a fool for these people though. Like, I understand that being a nice person, but after a while, it's like, this person don't appreciate you. This person doesn't care. I'm painted as a villain in this person all the time. And I'm going to end this vlog here, but I just really needed to get that off my chest. Was this person let's just say this here. I was a friend to them. I'm aware of that. But were they a friend to me? I don't think so. I think it was a situation where it benefited them, and when it no longer, or when things no longer serve the purpose that they feel like, maybe they kind of just throw you away. Or maybe it's the wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't know. I just know that I hope in the future they understand what friendship is and how to nurture and take care of those people. Because I don't want to go into things. I won't go into things. But I feel like I was there for people. And some people, I don't know if they know how to be a friend. It's surface level. And when I call someone a friend, when you're that close around me, when you know my ins and outs, I mean well, and you know I mean well. And I don't know. It's a situation where it's like that really hurt my feelings. But overall, I'm gonna be okay. God has always been with me. He's always like protected me, shielded me. And while this person says, "Oh, be humble," it's like a projection. I think they're projecting their inability to be humble off on me because I am humble. Because they do see me. I keep getting blessed. I keep getting stuff. Like, God always blesses me. He's making sure He makes a way out of no way. Like, I'm always getting blessed. And I don't know. It's definitely a situation where I've had to scratch my head this week and be like, that's not your real friend. And you need to come to terms with that. Friends don't act like that. And I think I've came to terms with that. So, yeah. I wish them well. You can love them from a distance, but just know that the return love is not there. And I wish no evil or malice on this person. Like, I just know that it was a one-sided friendship that left me with some debt, okay? $28,000. I'm not over that yet, but like, I'm like, how does your friend, one person who closes you, you talk to them, how do you not communicate? How do you not say anything? Why do I have to reach out to you on all the occasions? Why can't you keep your word? Like, this person don't understand, like, this credit card debt. Like, they don't understand, obviously, interest accrues every month. So I'm like, if you would help me pay this, then it wouldn't do this. I'm like, child, this is like beating a dead horse. Nevertheless, it's been good talking with you this morning. I have some more videos to upload, and we're gonna get this thing popping this weekend a little bit because I have some reviews to do. But I just wanted to get that off my chest because it's like, this has really been weighing on me this week, and I'm like, that's not my friend. And that's not friend behavior. So when you have friends, you take care of them, and you can start seeing the cracks when shit gets real. So needless to say, take care, enjoy your weekend, and I'm out.